Okay, so we'll start at the top of your mat. Give your toes a nice little wiggle, a nice little stretch. Start to press through the three corners of your feet. Start to engage your lower belly. Smile wide through your chest. And then grow nice and tall to the crown of your head. Take a nice deep inhale, arms going up. And then as you exhale, swan dive. And nice and easy, you can have your knees bent, have your hands on your shins as you come into a flat back, looking forward. And then as you exhale, take your hands to the ground, go into your plank. Feel free to lower down to your knees. Hug your elbows to your ribs, lower yourself down all the way, and we'll start with a cobra stretch. So elbows underneath the shoulders, smile wide through your chest, shoulders back. Take a nice deep inhale, feel a nice stretch through your front body. And then as you exhale, hands underneath. And to start. So tucking your chin under, looking between your legs. Take a nice deep inhale. And then we'll body roll up. So lifting through the bottom of your spine, curl the toes under. Take your hands underneath the shoulders, push back onto your feet, and then nice and slow, take a nice big body roll from the bottom of the spine to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, again, we're gonna do a Pilates push-up, going down, rolling, rolling. Take 1, 2, 3, and 4. Back into plank. From the knees or toes, low push-up. And you can hover or you can come down all the way. And this time come into an up dog or king cobra. So king cobra, legs are down, shoulders back, looking in front of you. Feel free to go into your upward dog if you like, lifting your legs off the ground onto the tops of the feet. Take another nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, go ahead and curl the toes under into downward facing dog. So hips or feet are hip width apart, hands spread, shoulder width apart. And then take a nice deep inhale, lift your feet up and back as my puppy is licking my face. And then exhale, go ahead and look forward to your flat back. Oh, I love you too. Inhale to lengthen the spine, exhale to bow forward. Inhale to rise up all the way, and then exhale, hands to your heart. 2 more times, sun salutation A. So inhale, reaching your fingers up. As you exhale, swan dive towards your legs, gazing between the legs. Inhale to your flat back, looking forward, and then exhale, palms to the ground, stepping, or feel free to hop back into your plank. And my puppy is in my way, just a second. Lower yourself down, low push-up, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to your up dog. And then exhale to your downward facing dog. So this time we'll go into 3-legged dog. So bringing your toes touching together, lifting the right leg up, lifting your right hip higher than your left hip, bending your right knee, let your right foot flop up behind you. So you're looking underneath your right armpit. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, switching legs. So now my left leg will lift up, lifting my left hip higher than my right. For 3-legged dog, looking underneath the left armpit. My right heel is flat for stability, looking and stretching for a nice deep inhale, and then exhale, release. So come back into your plank, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale for 3 deep breaths. And feel free to go into your child's pose if you ever feel like you need to take it a little bit more easy today. It's always okay to go into your child's pose. Let me just take my flip-flop away from my dog. So wherever you are, downward dog or child's pose, holding for 3 deep breaths. Take a moment, if you like, to close your eyes even to help focus on your breathing. And then on your next inhale, go ahead and step forward into your flat back. Taking a nice deep stretch. As you exhale, bowing to your legs. And then inhale to rise, coming up all the way. Maybe gentle back bend as you lift your heart. Exhale, hands to your heart center. So one more sun salutation A. So raising your arms, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bowing towards your legs. Inhale to your flat back, looking forward. And then exhale, stepping back into your plank. Low push-up position. Inhale to your upward dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. So in the downward facing dog, we did a three-legged dog. So feel free to do that again. So big toes touching, lifting the right leg up, left foot is flat, three-legged dog. Or if you want to go ahead and bring your foot back into a wild thing. So I'm just gonna step my right foot back. I'm flattening my left foot, pointing it away from the body, lifting my hip and chest as my right arm lifts up and back for a wild thing pose. It's a nice little chest opener and a nice big stretch for the front body. And then as you exhale, we're gonna take that right hand back down, flip the right foot back, and then switch legs. So now my left leg lifts into three-legged dog, right heel is flat. Feel free to stay here or go ahead, wild thing pose on the other side. So I'm taking my left foot behind, right foot flattens to lift your chest, lift your hips, lifting and reaching with the left hand, back behind you. One more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, go ahead and replace the left hand back into plank position. Low push-up, inhale to your up dog, exhale to your downward facing dog. So 5 deep breaths here in downward dog or child's pose. So whichever pose you're in, think about breathing deeply into your back body and taking nice deep inhales through your nose and nice deep exhales through your nose. On your next inhale, you're gonna look forward, step or hop into your flat back. Exhale, take yourself down into a nice forward bend. Maybe you can reach your chin a little bit closer to your chest. Maybe you can lean a little bit more forward towards your toes. So you feel that nice hamstring stretch, lifting your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, go ahead and rise. Reverse swan dive, lifting your arms up and back. Exhale, hands to your heart center. So getting ready for sun salutation B. So bending your knees, coming into a chair. Raise your fingers to the floor, gazing between the hands. And then as you exhale, bowing forward towards your legs. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, palms to the ground, stepping or hopping back into your plank. Again, low push-up from the knees or toes. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. So now we go into warrior one. So open the left toes, 45 degrees. Right knee comes in towards the chest, stepping forward. Flatten the foot, warrior one. Arms reaching. Exhale, bowing towards your legs. Both hands to the floor. Step back into your plank. Low push-up again. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Switching sides. Right foot opens 45 degrees. Left knee right in towards your chest. Step forward. Warrior one. Exhale. Take your hands to the floor. Step back into your plank. Low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. Lengthening your spine as you inhale, pressing your hips up and back to the back corner. Exhale through your nose, pulling in the lower belly up and in. One more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, coming to your tippy toes, stepping or hopping to the front of your mat, flat back. Exhale, taking a bow. Inhale to rise. Lifting your heart, Exhale, hands to your heart center. Chair pose, bending your knees. Exhale, bow to your legs. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, palms down, stepping or hopping back into your plank. Low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So warrior one. So this time, as you step forward with the right foot, we're going to lower down the left knee all the way to the floor for a nice hip flexor stretch. So feel free to stay here. One hand on your knee, left hand on the floor to really focus on that hip flexor stretch. If you're working on strengthening instead this week, you can go ahead and curl the back toes and stay into a low lunge and raising your arms. So this is more focused on strength. If you want to go ahead, back down with your back knee on the ground, focusing on lengthening. I'll release my hands so that I can really feel the weight of my body into the stretch. And just being careful not to just hang on the limbs. I'm still engaging through my quad. I'm still engaging through the legs. So I'm protecting ligaments by slightly engaging, but still using gravity to help with the stretch. One more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, go ahead, take both hands to the floor, curl the back toes under, come into your plank, low push-up, inhale, up dog, exhale, downward dog. So switching sides, stepping forward, left foot. Again, feel free to either lower down the back knee, focusing on that stretch, either one hand on the knee, one hand on the floor, or both hands rising, or working on strength, pressing the back heel away from the body, staying in a low lunge. Wherever you are, take one more deep inhale, and then exhale, both hands to the floor, step back into your plank, low push-up, inhale, up dog, exhale to your downward facing dog, or child's pose, 5 deep breaths. So as you inhale, we're lengthening the spine. As you exhale, you're pulling the lower belly in and steadying your breath, even inhales, even exhales through the nose. One more deep inhale. Oh my gosh, the dog is bringing me sticks. And then exhale, looking forward towards your hand, stepping or hopping into your flat back. Exhale, taking a bow. Inhale to your chair. So bend in your knees, raise your fingers to the floor. Knees are touching, big toes are touching. Make sure you can see your toes. And then exhale to rise, hands to your heart. So our last sun salutation, we'll add some planks to this one. So bending your knees, raise your fingers to the floor. Exhale, taking a bow. And then go ahead and step or hop back into your plank. So for plank position, we're just going to go and shift our heels to the left. So I'm on the inside of my right foot, outside of my left, raising the right arm, making sure my wrist is underneath my shoulder and my right shoulder is above my left shoulder. So feel free, if this is like too much pressure for the wrist or your shoulder, you can modify, take your left knee to the floor to help lessen that intensity onto the wrist. Also option, if you want to make it more intense, you can go ahead and reach your top arm away from your body and then lift your right leg off the floor. One more deep inhale. Exhale. And then releasing, take your hand back down, shifting your feet the other way. So now my right heel is on the down on the floor on the outside, inside heel on my left is on the ground. Lifting my left arm, holding here, or go ahead and lower your knee, option 3, Extending the left arm away, lifting your left hand or leg off the ground. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, replace your hand to the floor. Low push-up one last time. Inhale, up dog. And then exhale this time into child's pose. We'll end today with a twist. So go into tabletop position. Knees are hip width. Hands are shoulder width. Go ahead and lift your right arm off the ground to thread the needle. So coming in to thread the needle, landing on my right shoulder and right side of the head. Option, you can keep your left hand on the floor or take nice big circles with your hands up towards the ceiling, like you're drawing circles with your fingertips. In one direction, drawing circles with the other. One more, deep breath, and then exhaling, switch. Take my left hand to the floor. Oh, my dog really wants my attention today, so sorry. I'm gonna switch with my left hand, threading it through, coming to the side of the head. And now right hands can stay here on the floor, lifting my shoulder up, or big circles. Circles in one direction, circles in the other. One more deep inhale, and then go ahead and release. And again, we'll do that last body roll, taking my toes under, pushing back onto my feet, body rolling yourself up super slow. Knees are soft, head is heavy, arms are heavy. Coming into a full standing, so interlace your fingers, press your palms away, come to the tippy toes, pressing your toes down, lifting your palms up, and then side bending, excuse my messy hair, side bending to one side, pressing the palms away, inhale back to center, exhale, press the palms the other way, side stretch. One more time, and then go ahead and release your hands to your heart. Close your eyes, take a moment to find your breath. And that's it for today. Thanks so much for joining. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.
Namaste, Pam.
Namaste.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.